A Christmas movie!
Yay!
Filled with murder, one-liners, F-bombs, torture, and a mom snapping the neck of a dying deer.
Bah humbug.
'Tis the season to be bloody.
Max crash landed from outer space. He imprinted on the first face. Could have met a world leader or a scientist, but he met Matt, and now he's pissed. Instead of learning about our world and how it clicks, he's stuck watching Matt's favorite flicks. Deep Cuts with Matt and Max.
Hi, I'm Matt Catanzano, and this is the buddy cop straight man to my nightmare person, Max.
Buddy cop?
Yeah, an entire subgenre where two people, or a dog and a person, who don't get along learn to get along and then solve a case, or take down a bad guy, or just make it to a destination.
And that's us?
Yeah, you're the Murtaugh to my Riggs, the Hooch to my Turner, the Tango to my Cash, the Talking T-Rex to my Whoopi Goldberg.
I don't know what you're saying, and I probably disagree, so I'll respond with an exasperated sigh.
Classic Murtaugh. Speaking of Riggs and Murtaugh, this movie was written by the guy that gave us those two characters, Shane Black.
Which one has the buddy cop formula?
All of them. But we're watching The Long Kiss Goodnight.
That title!
Sounds like a pulp detective novel, right? Yeah. Shane Black loves those. He also loves chatty henchmen, one-liners, over-the-top action, and dare I say, friendship.
It's a movie about strangers becoming friends?
Kind of, at least for two characters. Almost everybody else is shot, stabbed, set on fire, or blown up.
Ugh. So what the hell is The Long Kiss Goodnight?
It's the figurative farewell to a murderous alter ego.
No. What's the movie about?
That, by way of Gina Davis, Beetlejuice, playing a small-town teacher who dresses as Mrs. Claus in the town's holiday parade.
Ooh, Christmas!
Yeah. In fact, the first word you hear in this movie is the word Christmas in a song as the parade goes by.
That's nice.
It is nice. Except the parade is televised, and this man with one eye sees her.
Kid! Oh no.
See, through voiceover, another thing Shane Black loves, we learn that this mild-mannered schoolteacher is actually 8 years old.
She's 8?
Well, not really, but that is when she was found, half dead, pregnant with amnesia, and began her new life.
She's got amnesia. Too weird.
Ugh, I already know where this is going.
Yeah, you do. We all do. And if you don't, there's helpful scenes like this dream sequence where she talks to her bad self in the mirror.
See how easy it comes back? I'm coming
So she has amnesia and doesn't realize she's like a secret agent murderer or whatever.
Exactly. But it's not the mystery that makes this so fun. Versions of this, of course, have existed for many years, both before and especially after 1996.
And at this altitude, I can run flat out for a half mile before my hands start shaking. How can I know that and not know who I am?
Matt Damon.
It's how we get there, though.
It's the journey, not the destination.
Look at us, already getting along and ready to solve the case.
Moving on, how does she figure out who she is? A new assignment? An old flame? An attempt on her life that makes her heroically spring into action?
No. First, she graphically hits a deer with her car. Then she's launched out of the windshield roughly 20 to 30 feet. Then she bloodily snaps the deer's neck to put it out of its misery. Imagine shooting that so graphically.
No. No, I cannot.
All of the action in this movie is over the top. I mean, it is not an accident that at one point on a TV they show a Three Stooges clip. This movie is basically a live-action cartoon. A very bloody cartoon.
Who should I be writing a strongly worded letter to?
Oh, that would be Rennie Harlan, an action director with a lot of hits and a lot of misses. But ooh, those hits. In a surprise to absolutely no one, I'll defend Cutthroat Island. I mean, that movie has a lot of very impressive practical effects. And Gina Davis as a badass pirate So, after the deer incident, she goes home and discovers that she's very, very good at cutting carrots.
What?
And then...
Look at this woman, she's amazing!
Chefs do that.
At least the carrot thing is pretty fun.
Right? It's all fun and games for a while, and by a while I mean 3 to 5 minutes. Because then that one-eyed guy shows up.
Long time.
And he shoots a grenade at her daughter.
Ugh.
So she does what all moms would do. She tosses her daughter out the newly formed window. Fights the one-eyed man. And uses the classic comedy routine of a pie in the face, except instead of being funny, it's...
Gross.
Chefs do that.
So the other half to her buddy cop, or whatever, is her husband?
boyfriend. And no, he's, dumbfounded.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
It's not me I'm worried about.
Her other half is the man, the myth, the F-bomb king, the Ezekiel 25:17 path of the righteous man. Hold on to your butts. Where'd that shark even come from?
Matt.
Samuel L. Jackson. And he's first introduced like this.
I'm Sergeant Madigan Vice, and if you do cop a tooth jerk off, I will see to it you spend the next 10 years in prison getting ass fucked. And if the case is thrown out because my arrest was too violent, I will personally hire men to ass fuck you for the next 10 years.
Yep. Nothing says Christmas like a monologue about butt f***ing.
Samuel L. Jackson is truly the gift that keeps on giving in this movie. And in life.
What?
Thanks for sharing.
And he's not the only one having a good time. There's the smarmy bad guy played by that dude from Sour Grapes.
Yeah, I saw it too. It's called Baywatch Nights. You want to get to the fucking point? Well, he gets nothing! Nothing!
David Morse tortures her on a big wheel, and even Brian Cox shows up to bark some lines of dialogue.
I said now!
He also has my favorite not relevant to anything monologue, which will kick off. Favorite not relevant to anything monologue.
He's been licking his asshole for the last 3 straight hours. I submit to you that there is nothing there worth more than an hour's attention. And I should think that whatever he is attempting to dislodge is either gone for good or there to stay.
Favorite kill. Favorite heartwarming moment.
Life is pain. Get used to it.
Favorite news report.
And so much for the skydiving Santa of Hutchinson County.
Favorite Samuel L. Jackson
Fire out the
line.
back if you have to.
Jesus, old man, how many of those things you got?
Favorite trailer soundbite.
I'm in the goddamn PTA.
Then quit!
Favorite insane action scene. Favorite in-movie clip.
What do I need a cat for? I got a girl.
Favorite burn.
Hand
It makes a bulge. People can see.
You want me to stick it in my pants and shoot my damn dick off?
Now you're a sharpshooter?
You want me to shoot my dick off? What, you're a sharpshooter now? It's a small penis joke. Oh, you're a sharpshooter now?
That is good.
Right?
I still don't see how it's a Christmas movie, though.
What up with that?
Well, how about these Christmas carolers being held at gunpoint? Or this shootout in front of a Salvation Army sign? Or when she uses a string of Christmas lights to blow up one guy and shoot another? And let's not forget, she's listening to Let It Snow when this happens.
Joining us tonight is CIA
Hey, look, it's
Section
Uncle
Chief
Frank.
Walter Hodge He's in Langley, Virginia.
Merry Christmas.
Bah humbug.
Fine. It's a Christmas movie.
Not a Christmas movie, a Shane Black Christmas movie. And we need those.
What? I guess I'll just hang here. What should I be doing?
Hi, I'm Matt Catanzano.
How'd you change
Look,
outfits?
a lot of Shane Black's scripts are set at Christmas. He himself has acknowledged this, and he said that it's become sort of a gimmick and that he'll probably stop, but I'm here to say, I hope that he doesn't. We need his brand of violent, over-the-top, absurd holiday films. The magic of Christmas time gives his movies a once-upon-a-time quality that makes the action more fun and the drama more poignant. These aren't movies about perfect families celebrating the holidays.
I never did one thing right in my life, you know that?
They're about damaged, lonely people who survive absurd, violent, overly complicated, sometimes hilarious ordeals where they become very close to another person who's different from them but becomes their family. Not family through blood, but through shared experience. These damaged people meet someone who makes them whole. Whole for the holidays.
How dare you?
We need that. Plus, his movies rule. I mean, this movie rules, Lethal Weapon rules, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang rules. I mean, that note on the Christmas tree in Lethal Weapon, are you kidding me? What an awesome note!
By realizing she truly loves her daughter, does she come to terms with the idea that the violence of her past doesn't dictate her future?
Yeah. That's what makes his stuff work so well.
That's really nice.
This is the part of the buddy cop movie where you and I find out we're not so different after all.
All right, let's give Shane Black Christmas a go.
Great. One side note though, the ultimate villain of the movie is basically the US government, who's been killing people on US soil so they can blame it on terrorists so that less funding will go to healthcare and more will go to defense.
What?
Ho ho.
Holy sh**. Ooh, hi.
What up with that?